What's going on, everyone? We're back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the MLB Draft. Now, how I'm going to do this, we're going to be covering the full first round, but I'm only going to talk about the picks I don't like, because most of them, let's be honest, are pretty good picks. But I'm just talking about the ones I don't like, so if I don't mention your team, that's why. Let's just get right into this video. Well, Hagen Smith, a pitcher from Arkansas, left-handed pitcher, going to go to the White Sox here. Didn't really understand this pick, I got to be honest, with a lot of the other guys on the board. I understand he might be the best available player, but the White Sox are never going to win by picking up pitchers. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, you have to have some solid hitters on this team, which they don't. Everyone's horrible on this franchise. I mean, look at their starting lineup. I mean, they all can't hit. Like, it's actually really bad. Like, no one can hit. There's no one that's going to be good. That's why I don't get starting your pitching first before you get the hitters, because then it's going to be hard to attract, all the free agent hitters and all that stuff. So, me personally, I don't really understand this one. I think there's been so many guys that drafted, lower than them that they could have got that I think would arguably be better. So I didn't really understand this one. I don't think the White Sox are going to win anytime soon. I think they're still screwed. Hagen Smith is a good player, though, so we'll definitely see how he develops forward, but he's probably going to get traded, let's be honest. And the Pittsburgh Pirates select Konnor Griffin, a high school shortstop. This does not make sense to me at all for multiple reasons. One, he's a high school player, so they're not going to win now, so that just didn't make sense at all. Shortstop does not need to be filled for this team, so that just didn't make sense. And the third thing, even if he plays second base, you rather just draft a second baseman because they got to relearn how to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I think if Christian Moore was on the board, they probably would have went with him because he was the best available second baseman. But that doesn't really end up happening. I don't really get the pick. He's not playing over O'Neal Cruz. He's not playing third with Key Bryant Hayes there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he plays second base. We'll see. He's not going to play first, obviously. So, I don't know. Weird pickup. It's not going to help them win, which is kind of what they needed. Like, they're only a couple pieces away from winning. I mean, they're getting close to that postseason spot right now. So, I don't get that pick. It doesn't make sense if they wanted to win now. Another pick that also doesn't make sense is Seaver King going to the Washington Nationals, a Wake Forest shortstop right here. I would say C.J. Abrams is probably your best player, so it doesn't really make sense to pick up another shortstop. Once again, unless they move him to second base, which could be a possibility, but Abrams has definitely been the best player on that team for sure. So I don't know, really didn't make the pick if you're trying to win now. I don't think they're going to trade Abrams at all. So I don't know, unless he plays third or second, maybe that could work out. But you figure you draft a second baseman, but I don't know. That's what they do over there. So interesting pick for sure. Let's talk about the next three teams as they all pick up high school outfielders with Miami, the Brewers, and the Rays. Now I think the Brewers are a team that can pick in a high school outfielder just because they're good and they're going to win the division. So I'm not really worried about that. They don't really need to win now. The Miami, is definitely interesting for their high school outfielder. Not really sure why or what they're doing over there in general with that franchise, because that franchise is horrible, right? So I'm not really sure what they're doing. I don't know if they thought it was the best available guy, but definitely think that they'd pick up a college player. Just figured they want someone to sell tickets, right? So I don't know what's going on there. I think the Rays can't afford to do it just because, they've always have guys coming up that's always a new talent every time. So you're going to read this guy's name, and then in a few years, he's just going to be in the league and be like, who the hell is this guy? You know what I'm saying? They always have that happening. Rays aren't the best this season, but once again, I think they can afford to do that moving forward. On the 20th pick, the Blue Jays pick up a pitcher from East Carolina. So not a horrible pick. I think the pitching picks with some of these teams is definitely weird. Considering where the Blue Jays were at last season compared to this season, definitely interesting. I'm not really sure if it's the best, way of action. To be honest, I think some of the guys that were drafted by some of these other teams coming up were probably better. But I don't know, unless they believe in the pitching over there. I know their pitching development has been very weird, especially with the Alek Manoah situation and a lot of their other pitchers they have coming up. So definitely an interesting pick for sure. At 21, the Twins pick up a shortstop from Kansas City State. Once again, I don't really get the pick. Carlos Correa signed for like 7 years. So I'm saying I don't really get that. Unless they want him to play second base once again. Not going to play third base with Royce Lewis there, let's be honest. So, I don't know. But they did just call up that young second baseman, Lee. So, I don't really know where he's going to play. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he's playing. Unless Carlos Correa has like an opt-out or something that we don't know about, or it's in his contract, then I guess it would make sense. But unless they just thought it was the best available player, that could be something as well. I don't think that was the best pick for him, to be honest. Now, Arizona's not the best team this season, but with the 29th pick, they pick up a high school outfielder. Once again, I'd like to see a college guy here. Arizona, just because they're kind of in a weird state right now. I do think last year was a miracle run. They obviously did not win that many games last year to be put in this position, so that's something you got to think about as well. But I don't know. We'll see how he's going to develop moving forward. Not really a big fan of the high school pick. But a lot of these teams, definitely interesting picks. What do you guys think about this first round of the draft? Definitely a lot of interesting picks. Some of the guys that we're going to see very soon, probably moving forward. And I could cover the rest of the draft, but we could be here all day. And some of these guys are known, some of these guys aren't known. So we're not going to do that. What did you guys think about the first round? Were there surprises? Were there not some surprises? let me know in the comment section down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.